Hello guys. Right, we're doing skincare first. Hello Presley. These are nearly all gone. I think there's only 2 left. That one's dirty. Right, so, hi Lisa. I just saw your message pop up, but it was too late. I was already on here, I couldn't answer. The pink toner, Freena. Always start with this. Seems to be never ending. I wanted to get on here earlier, but it's been one thing after another. Life seems to be like that all the time for me at the moment, Lisa. It's never ending. It's like, here, let me just dump some more bullshit on your life. That's good though. Right, let's go in with Caffeine Kick Under Eye Serum by Catrice. I definitely want to get some more of this when I run out. I don't think I'll run out for a while. Dance and I will, don't I? Of course you will, Amateo. I'm not bothered if you sub or not. Nobody has to sub. Because it gives you that cooling under eye effect. Tassos. Why are you counting down, Amateo? You can count down all you want. You're still not getting a dance off me. I'm not a parrot. Right, okay, so I'm going to go in with the Eternite Face Serum Stick Glow on the Go. Okay, of course she was. Just get a bit of this on. It's got vitamin C in it, so it's good for the skin. I don't 100% like the scent. It only smells of oranges, but I don't like oranges. Give me back my bananas that I'm not allowed to eat. I can't believe I'm sticking to not eating them, actually, because that's the only fruit I do really like. Okay, now we're going to go in with the Innisfree Cherry Blossom Glow Jelly Cream. Liposan, what's that? The fact that I don't know what it is kind of tells you that I don't use it. Maybe you're getting me confused with somebody else. Right, and then I'm going to go in with a drop of the Ordinary Niacinamide 10% plus zinc 1%, what Lisa bought for me. Hello, Blackpink. Heartland. I've heard of that before. My show of the moment is The Good Wife. So that needs to sink into the skin now. I would really like to watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer all over again though. But I've got about 3 seasons of The Good Wife to watch before I can even get there. I don't really watch that much of it throughout the day because I'm on YouTube. And then of course, in the evening, I'm doing my videos. And then going to my mum's. So I don't have an awful lot of time. Okay. Hi, Loss. Right, and then I'm going to go in with CoverGirl True Blend Skin Enhancer Jelly Opal Glow. Now, most people would just use this as an illuminizer. I don't feel like it is an illuminizer. Let's just put some on the back of the hand. Tiny bit. I mean, it's glowy. Don't get me wrong, it is glowy, but it's, like, in my opinion, it's more skincare. You can't even see anything. So how they can call that illuminizing, I don't know. So a couple of drops of this. You can see it's definitely given a glow. I think I want to use the same foundation I used yesterday, which is not, it's not the best. I pulled 2 really shitty foundations out for this Shop My Stash, guys. But I'm going to use them up. I'm not just going to get rid of them. That is so good. It's I think the brand is Barista Coffee, and then it's a latte, a caramel iced latte. My mum bought it for me when we went to Tesco, which is a supermarket in the UK, and I've got enough for 1 cup, and I'm like, but I'll make some. I'm very good at making them how I like them anyway. Oh, no, but my friend has Kira O'Gorman. Check her out. She did a review on it. I was gonna buy it myself. I went onto Amazon, and the shade F2, which I think would have been too dark. I'm sure I'm F1, the lightest shade in their foundations. So I was gonna buy it, but then I thought, you've got way too much, and at the moment I literally can't buy any makeup, so that's that's out the window. Foundation, skin tints, no. I don't need anything. I think if I'm going to buy anything, it's going to be brow products. Because I've barely got any brow products, or mascara, because I've barely got any mascara when they all run out. But foundation is not on my to buy list, definitely not. Right, so Collection Hydrate Hydra Serum Foundation. So like the Revolution one, this is, they claim it's more skincare. And yesterday, when I used it, when I came back from my mum's, my skin was still glowing. No, I've not used it in the past. I know Kiva likes it though. But then Tammy doesn't like it. Like, it's supposed to be a radiant foundation, and Tammy said it wasn't on her skin. I thought it looked beautiful on her skin, but it's what you feel like, isn't it, when you are putting it on your skin, basically. If you don't like it, you don't like it. Bye, Pixel. Go and play with your Roblox. It is each to their own. I don't understand though why they would market it as a dewy serum foundation if it's not dewy. But I've not actually, you know, tried it on the back of my hand or anything. So I would need to do that. Yeah, I mean, I think retail price for that foundation is, I think, £10.99. And when I was looking at getting it, I could have got it for £7.99, which was a good price. But then I just thought, no. I think it was a time when I got the Dalba spray. I was looking at getting that, and I got the Dalba spray instead. And now I'm thinking, you should have got that foundation. But like I said, you don't need it. I don't need it. It's supposed to be a dupe for Giorgio Armani, as per the L'Oreal Lumi Foundation. Not sure about that. I mean, you wouldn't know, would you, unless you had both foundations and you could put one on one side and one on another. Like, they're always saying, oh, these brands are a dupe for this, a dupe for that. But unless they've got the exact ingredients, then I highly doubt it. I'm not convinced. And I would never buy the Giorgio Armani one. It's too expensive. I'm sure Naomi's had that at one point. Naomi wanted me to get a Makeup Forever one. We're not talking recent, we're talking probably last year. That was a glowy one, Makeup Forever, and I'm like, that's not on my budget. You've got to have actual physical money to have that. Hi, Sarah. How are you? We said it at the same time. I've had a bad day, Sarah. Things keep going wrong. Right, I'm going to put some spray on my sponge. And we're going to go in with the Vitamin C Facial Mist. This is a scent I can tolerate. Just 2 sprays. Yeah, it'll be all right. I have to do my mum's meds tonight too. Mondays are always busy nights. Hi Dinah, lovely to see you too. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Right, I think we're done with that. I'll have a look in the mirror just to make sure. Yeah, that's fine. That is fine. Okay, yeah, I learned this trick. I've been doing it the last couple of days, but for all you people, guys, girls that haven't been in here and seen me doing it, I'll show you. So I can't remember the makeup artist's name, but he knows what he's doing, I think. So Encore Beauty Miracle Flawless Pressed Powder. So first of all though, we're going to grab our puff. No, we're going to grab the powder. We don't want to put the spray on. I'm just dabbing like quite a lot sorry. So you can see there's quite a bit there. And then I think I tried that the last couple of times. Today we'll try the Miracle Flawless setting spray. Just, you don't have to put loads on, maybe one spray. Yeah, one spray should be enough. And then I'm just gonna, I've not even done concealer. Right, we need to do concealer first. I'm jumping 5 steps ahead. Glossier Stretch Concealer. Hi Angie. Right, let's get a bit of this on and then I can show you what the makeup artist showed me. Well, he didn't show me personally, but what I saw. And I've been using it and trying it, and it works quite well. I am going to see, I'm doing a medication tonight, Tassos. So I'll be going after this live. And I'll tell her that. She always enjoys it when people ask about her. But she would never come on here. I only refreshed the curls on, when was it, on Saturday, so we're only on Monday now, so I shouldn't need a clip in my hair yet. Like each day though, I have to refresh the fringe. If I can't be bothered refreshing the fringe, that's when you'll see a clipping, because it's high maintenance, Dinah. Right. No, I need to do it again now. So, go in with your powder puff, and then just where you place the concealer, and you can see, like if you look here, over here, you can see there's more lines showing. The more prominent, it's not that I've got more lines there, it's just the more prominent, because, you know, I didn't do that thing over here. As soon as he showed me on his own eye, I'm like, I'm going to try that. Even I can do that. So yeah, that's a really easy hack to do. Tell your mum hi from me. Will do, Angie. Hi, Summer. Anyone else just love iced lattes? I've feel like I'm becoming a bit obsessed with them. I mean, I do like Starbucks ones. Let's brush out the brows. They're so expensive. Somebody told me about this app where it's you can link it to your YouTube account. It's called Buy Me a Coffee. So your followers can actually buy you a coffee or send you money for a coffee, and it's like, no, no, thank you. That to me just doesn't sound right, because you can do that on here anyway. You can, like, if you're following someone, you can send a super and things like that. I'm certainly not having anything like that linked up to my account. But it's like, no. Please pray for Mike. He was supposed to have major surgery today, but he put it off for work. Well, that's stupid. You've already told us he's got cancer, Angie, and he's not having treatment because he's got work. It's rather silly. And what have you said to him about it? I mean, treatment should be coming first at this point. Because if the treatment doesn't come first, then it's going to get worse. Contacts, these are all mine. No, I've got blue eyes, Summer. Sorry. I can poke myself in the eye if you want and prove I'm not wearing contacts. No, scrap that. I'm not going to do that. Why does it look like I'm wearing contacts? I mean, I've wore contacts before and got some really, really blue ones, like the ocean blue. At the moment, I've got glasses. Right, I'm going to go into the Give Beauty Pick It Up Cream Contour and Powder Bronzer Duo. I thought it was very stupid. His cancer could spread. I know it's only for a short time, but that's all that time cancer needs. What stage is he at, Angie? I think I tried asking this in the last live that you was in. Have they told him? I mean, like, when they give you a diagnosis, they tell you, don't they? It's stage this and that. Stage 1, so it's relatively early. But that doesn't mean he can, like, just forego treatments. He needs to be going to these treatments, and he needs to be listening to you, obviously, as his partner. And you said he's got a daughter, so obviously he needs to be around for his daughter. It's just, I don't get it. And I know I don't know him, so I shouldn't be passing judgment. I don't think I am. I'm just saying it's silly not to be going. Men. Lisa. Your eyes are watering, you're not blinking much, that's why it looks like you're wearing eye contacts. I suffer with dry eyes, Summer. Of course I'm blinking. Hi, Crafty Pumpkin, how are you? Okay, send a big hug to your mum and tell her best wishes from Germany. Oh, Germany, yes, of course, I will. She has to be strong. I hope she will be able to see Hildesheim once again. Hope she's not suffering. All the best. My mum's okay. I mean, there was a time when she wasn't okay. There was a time when she was in ICU, and we as a family didn't think she was going to make it because the doctors basically said, you need to, like, basically get everyone here that needs to be here and put her last wishes in order. So I was freaking out. But she made it. She made a full recovery. She's on tablets, a lot of them, and that's probably, like, for me, it's worse than washing my makeup brushes. But I wouldn't not do it. For all the tea in China, I wouldn't not do it, because without them tablets, she wouldn't be here. I'm good, thanks. Happy to have made your life. I'm happy that you're here too. I think this live has been the best live I've done all week. Well, since last week. Okay, so really, really like these brushes. I've got 3 more coming. I've already said it once. I'm going to use one for blush and then the other 2 for contour, I think. So now I need to go into the bronzer side with this brush. My mum is amazing. She keeps all my tablets sorted. Oh, is there a reason you don't do it, Angie? Luckily for me, I only have my epilim to sort out, and that's 8 tablets a day. Like, if I've got a headache, I won't take paracetamol because, you know, it normally goes by itself anyway. If it's really, really strong or I've got toothache, then of course the paracetamol come out. I think 8 tablets a day is enough for me. As you get older, you get more tablets anyway. I'm just going into the bronzer. But for now, I mean, I've been on these tablets for life since I was 10 years old. So, speaking of that, the medical pharmacist from the doctors called me today. I could have quite happily gone down that phone and strangled him, telling me what I need to do and things like this. So, how the conversation went, let's get the powder brush out. How the conversation went, he was like, I'm just calling you to talk about your epilim 200 medication. And he said, for your epilepsy? Like, I think it's for anything else. I've been on it since I was 10. And I said, yeah, that's fine. Like, I've been to see this medical pharmacist before with my mum, and my mum doesn't like him either. So it's not just me, just bear that in mind. And he's like, how are you managing your epilepsy? And I said, it's fine. I said, I've not had a seizure in like 25 years. No, 26 years. And he's like, oh, very, very good, very good. And he said, and what about that neurologist appointment? And I said, it's not come through yet. I said, they've asked me if I still want the appointment. And he said, well, yeah, because we referred you about your medication because there's some new, there's some new issues with the epilim 200. And I'm like, what? No, you didn't. I went to the doctors because of the tremors, and he'd referred me to the neurologist, and he was arguing with me about it. And he said, well, when that appointment comes through, you must go to it. And I said, well, I've been to the doctors, I've been referred for the tremors. Of course I'm going to go to the Dawn appointment. Well, I didn't say Dawn. I said, of course I'm going to go to the appointment. And he said, right, that's fine. And he said, and you're on the implant at the moment. You need to make sure that when that comes out in 14 months' time, you get another implant or, you know, some contraceptive. And I said, look, I said, I said, I don't need to at that point. I said, I'm probably not going to be in a relationship because I've not been in a relationship for years at this point. And he said, but you'll need some contraception. And I said, what? What for? Miraculous. I'm not going to have a baby. And he's like, well, you know, if you're in a relationship. And I said, yeah, if I'm in a relationship, I will make sure I get another implant in. And it's like, oh my God. I just felt like he wasn't listening to me. And then he said, and have you got any concerns? You know, and I said, well, yeah. I said, I'm not sleeping. And obviously the tremors, and I'm tired all the time. I've got fatigue all the time. And he said, well, talk to the neurologist when you see him, and maybe he can not give you as high a dose because you're on quite a high dose. And I said, no, that's not going to work. I live alone and I can't take less than what I'm taking. The reason my epilepsy is being controlled is because I'm taking a high dose and it's being managed. And he said, oh, well, there's no helping you then, is there? Right. I said, okay then. I said, is there anything else you'd like to talk to me about? And he's like, no. And I'm like, okay then, thank you for calling. I don't know, I mean, I get overwhelmed. I take a lot of medicine, like 10 to 13 tablets a day, not including vitamins and supplements. My mum takes about 35. That's why I do her tablets. So, wow. I know. And he woke me up because I forgot about the appointment. It was 10 o'clock. I should have been out of bed. But I've been struggling with my mental health. And he woke me up. And it's like, I don't like him. I don't take an instant dislike to people. That's not who I am. But I mean, goodness gracious me, calm down. Wow, what an attitude. Yeah, I did feel like he had an attitude. I think it's about time I need to go to a different surgery. Even my mum said that she wants to change surgeries. Okay, so we've got bronzer and contour on. It doesn't really look like it, but we have. I am just absolutely loving this. This is becoming a favourite. The Pat McGrath Labs. I'd like another shade. Divine Rose Glow. Maybe I can get one in Black Friday sale. This one's the most gorgeous pink. I mean, I think these doctors just don't expect patients to disagree. It wasn't even a doctor. It's not a registered doctor. It's a clinical pharmacist. It's like, I have got an opinion. It's my medication. I've been on it since I was 10 years old. If I don't want to, I mean, he's saying, you know, don't take as much. But I mean, at the end of the day, even if I have one tablet less, so 6 tablets instead of 8 throughout the day, then anything could happen. And something could happen to me in the night and no one will know. My mum doesn't always ring me during the day. My sister doesn't always ring me during the day. Then what's going to happen, you know? People have actually died from seizures. So no, it's not going to happen. You sound like Tisha's neurosurgeon. I mean, you can kind of understand it with Tisha's neurosurgeon. I mean, it's not right. But you can kind of understand it because he's actually, you know, he's a neurosurgeon. This guy is just a clinical pharmacist. Because now doctors don't ring you about medication, and you don't have to do a face-to-face appointment. Now you can just be seen by someone who's arrogant, who thinks they're a doctor. You don't want to change epilepsy medication if it's working for you. I'm not going to change my medication. That's not what they're asking, Angie. What they're asking is if they can not give me as much. And that's not going to happen either. I mean, I remember when I was so depressed, and I mean, I'm depressed now, but I remember when I was so depressed, I had really, really bad thoughts. So I got sent to the no, actually, I was talking to my doctor first, my GP, who was a really good GP at the time, and he sent me for an emergency appointment to the neurologist, and they both said citalopram. Like, they can give me a dose of citalopram, but a very, very small dose. And I refused that as well, just because it's a relaxant. And obviously, relaxants cause seizures when you're epileptic. So I said no to that for that reason. Still, some people just have no people skills. Well, he certainly didn't. Right, that's gone. I've got enough for one more iced coffee tomorrow. Right, what blush are we doing? I think we're going to do the Morphe one. So this one is a little quad in Hibiscus Twist. So it looks like that. My kind of colour. I mean, my doctors at that surgery are normally pretty good. It's just people like him. Oh, anyone else just love pink blush? I just think pink suits me better than any other colour. Like peach and orange, I used to wear constantly. I feel like that was only a couple of years ago that I was doing that. But now it's all about the pink to make the boys wink. Oh, and I've not told you a story. I've got a story to tell you. Lisa knows it. So you'll have to just pretend I haven't told you, Lisa. Or go and make yourself a cup of tea while I tell a story. So I took my mum to the diabetes eye screening clinic on Friday. We went there, and then my mum said, come on, I'll treat you to Subway. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. We all know I like a good Subway. So went to Subway. Let's put some of the Colourpop Super Shock in lunch money on first. Went to Subway, just looks like that. And there was this guy who was friends, I didn't know at the time, he was friends with the person serving on the counter. And I don't know if this is like the layout of every Subway, but as you go in, there's like a big table. It doesn't have any chairs or anything, and then there's mirrors. In the UK Subways, that's how it is anyway. And I noticed him, not for any reason, not because he was good looking or anything. I noticed him just because he was stood there. And I didn't notice where he went or anything. So I ordered me and my mum a sandwich, well, a meal deal kind of thing. It still makes me laugh. I looked rotten. I looked rough as anything. I had my hair in a clip. I had this up here in a clip as well. So my whole entire head was tied back because I hadn't refreshed the curls. Yeah, I hadn't straightened it or anything like that. I had zero makeup on. So anyway, goes to the counter, gets the sandwiches, sits down and eats. And then, I don't know why or what made me do it, but I look up and that same guy is sat behind my mum. We sat on benches basically, and that same guy is sat behind my mum, but like facing me, and he's like looking at me like that, and I'm like, oh, I still didn't think anything of it. I just thought I'd caught him maybe looking out the window, because obviously he was facing front. And I just carried on eating my sandwich and my meal deal, talking to my mum, not really about anything. Like she's a max soft and gentle. Then I looked up again, and he's looking at me again. And I'm like, I'm starting to get nervous at this point because I'm not used to attention. And my mum's like, you've gone bright red, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. I'm just not giving anything away at this point. And it's like, we finished our meal, we went, I said thank you to the guy that served me, and then the other guy, his mate, and I'm not talking, this guy must have been in his 20s, maybe 25, he went, see you again soon, come again soon. And I'm like, okay. And my mum said, bye now. And I'm like, Mum, come on. Oh, goodness me. You've converted me. Yeah, pink is a really nice colour, especially if you've got fair skin. I got lucky to have good doctors and specialists. My specialists have been nice. Like, sometimes the doctors just have off days, don't they? So, what are you going to do? I mean, they're only human. We have off days. They are correct. Who's correct? Gabagu. Manisha, why are you asking if I'm okay? Right, soft and gentle. He seems to fall in love with you. No. Probably like that with everyone. He wasn't flirting, but if I'd been there on my own, I feel like he would have done. I would hate to be watched like that. I absolutely hated to be watched like that. Because I said to my mum, like, prior to us leaving, I said, oh, you're eating very slow today, Mum. Normally you eat quite quickly. And she went, you're eating very fast. Are you okay? And you've got red cheeks. I'm not a good, well, I don't flirt personally, but I don't like it when people show an interest. Oh, but he was, Dinah. Stop it. Right. Let's take these brushes somewhere. No, actually, I need the powder brush. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the Revolution Beyond Radiance palette. Maybe he likes your attitude, but how would he know my attitude? I hadn't spoken to him. We're going to go in with this pink powder. So these are dupes for the Hourglass powders. And I want to use these up. I've got Beyond Radiance, which is this palette. Can you see the glow there? So I've got Beyond Radiance, which is this palette, and I've got Radiance. I want to use them up before I go into my Hourglass palette and start attacking those powders. But I was saying in a video recently, I think if anything, I'm going to be buying, like around Black Friday sales, it's going to be powders. It's going to be a Hourglass powder, because I've got two palettes, Too Faced palettes, that's got a blush, bronzer and highlighter in it, and I need to use them up. But they are bringing out them quads, which I like the look of, which basically you can build your own palette. I wouldn't mind actually building setting powders in that palette. I'm quite proud. I've completely finished one. My mum was like, "Oh, you've got an admirer," and I'm like, "Stop it." Let me get some water. Okay, let's get some setting spray on. So this one is supposed to be radiant and hydrated. I think it's hydration. I think it does make your skin hydrated. I don't see any radiance in it. Like, look at the skin now. It's very glowy around here, and it's probably just going to be like that. I just love the Beauty Crop one, the Beauty Crop and the Amelia Olivia one. They've got another Beauty Crop, I think it's called Dewy Bounce, but that's got skincare in it. It's got like snow mushroom in it, and obviously this isn't it in here, but it's meant to be as good as this one. I need to buy it when I run out of the other one. So this one at the back, that is the glow, I was going to say glow recipe, the Beauty Crop Amelia Olivia Glow Milk Mist. So they don't sell this anymore. So that's unfortunate for me, but I will try other setting sprays that they've got. Unfortunately, this one, I can't tolerate it, guys, and I think it's been giving me headaches. So I won't buy that again. I feel like I've wasted £16 on that. He saw your behaving, your mimics for some guys, that is enough to admire you. But I will stop now. All in all, it's an interesting experience. Thanks for telling us. I like to share my stories with you guys. Oh, I didn't put that on. I've not put that on for a few days. So, Juvia's Place Eye Prep Eye Prime Eye Primer. Let's get a bit of this on the eyelids. I'm trying to figure out what the best time is to go live. This is a pretty good time. But I might go live like some days at 4, some days at 5, just to get, I mean, on Thursday, it will be 3 o'clock I go live, UK time. So I'm going to my sister's. And I'm like, I said to my sister, so what can we watch this week? Because I've been going round there to, not to watch, but I've been going round there to obviously spend time with her. And we've been watching movies. Not just movies, but TV shows as well. We watched Life After Lockup, Gypsy Rose, the second series of that. Why can I not get any out? I know there's some in there. It's pretending that there's nothing in there. Maybe there isn't anything in there. Oh, crap. I wouldn't buy that tube again. I got it really, really cheap. So now I've wasted a lot. Yeah, I wouldn't get that one again. It would cost too much anyway to send it over to me. I got it from Superdrug. when they were selling everything off. I never pay full price for my makeup, hardly ever anywhere. If it's something I want, like I paid full price for this, paid £28 for this, but it's worth it. I didn't want to wait till Black Friday for that, I remember. I blame Tammy. She's not in the life, so I can blame her. But it just looks so beautiful on her skin. I actually asked her though, I said, have you still got your Pat McGrath Labs Divine, what is it called? Divine Rose Glow? Yeah. I said, because I haven't seen you use it in a while, and she actually used it. Okay, I'm going into this Beaten Up Revolution contour palette for this shade here. Right. Just so my eyeshadow goes on well. Lisa, you're ranking #1. Cheryl hasn't been in for a few days. I hope she's okay. Oh, Louise made me laugh today. She said, when you're going to watch Grease? And I'm like, Grease? I don't even like that show. I said, so there's no way I'll be going to watch it. She thought I was going to watch Grease the musical. And I said, no, it's not Grease. Why you look like that? Why do I look like what, Eliza? And I said, it's actually Chicago. And she said, when are you going? And I said, end of the month, end of July. And then she asked me again when I was going to watch it. She said, I need to go back to bed, I think. Look at how glowy the skin is. That's what it was like yesterday. So I'm definitely using the right products. I did use this though, pretty much all over the face. I like it for that. I'm going to use these kind of products for that reason. I've got the Say Super Glowy Gel as well. I'm never going to get this again because Lisa kindly sent it to me. You can get it, but it's so expensive. I may as well get this Say Super Glowy Gel if I want to. I've got a Wet n Wild product as well, which I think I'm going to pull next Shop My Stash. And that's really, really good. I like it. I'll show it to you. I'll probably get another one of these. Wet n Wild Mega Glow Glowing Love. It's got 4% niacinamide, 8% glycerin. It's a radiance liquid. Does it have a shade name? No, I don't think it does. But it's like a rosy pink shade. And Say actually do one that's pink like this. Is it Rose Glow? I think it might be called Rose Glow. This, how many? I need to try and tell you how much product you get in it. It's got a sticker over it. Amazon do this every single time. I can't tell you. Oh, 20 mils. It says it right there. 20 mils, 0.67 fluid ounce, but I barely paid anything for it. I think about £5. Oh, I'll show you the Say one. So, can you see how similar they are? Get in there. And then there was another one. God, I've got so many glowy products. I won't need any for a long time. So Revolution Glowy Drops as well, Glow Drops should I say. Multi-use drops, Stardew Gold. That one's got squalene and hyaluronic and grapeseed oil in. They're just really, really good skincare products as well. So I just thought I would show you all that. I don't know what somebody said there, but thank you for removing it, Lisa. I'm all for the glow. Me too, Sarah. Me too. I like that glow. I think it's nice. Makes me look a bit youthful. Okay. Hi, Andy. This was a great find while searching, learning so much. Thank you. No problem, Amanda. Okay, so we're going to be doing 2 more looks today and tomorrow with the Odens Eye Love Language palette. I just love it. I love the Love Language palette. Today, I want this to be the main shade on the lid. It's called Cuddles. I don't know if I'm going to go with this one on the inner corner or this one, Flirt, on the inner corner. It's quite ironic, really, considering I can't flirt. But yeah, let's go in with, I think I'm going to get some eyeshadow brushes. Is there any in here? Oh, there's one here. Need to change the eyeshadow brushes around. Get some new ones out and wash the older ones. You have done some gorgeous looks with this palette. I agree. I think those purple looks have turned out really, really nice. Just running this brush through the colours, not the colour switch, the makeup eraser thing. Thanks for showing the products. Absolutely no worries. The Say Super Glowy Gel, I would say, isn't worth the money. If you want something like that and you live in the US, I'd say go for this. I mean, I would say the Say Super Glowy Gel is a little bit more glowy, but this one is so inexpensive. Yeah, I'd say go for that. Or that Wet n Wild one I showed you. I think you'd be able to get that in the US. I'm going on holiday on the 17th of July till the 21st of July. Nice. Where are you going? Right, let's go in with a more. It's got a little rose on it. I think I'm going to put it on the lid and into the crease. Looks like that. Tenerife again. Nice. Just checking the time. Hi Megan, I'm okay, how are you? I go with my cousins. That'll be nice. I wish I was going on holiday. I don't think that's going to happen for quite a while. Have you heard of Jess and Norma? No. Is it a teenage thing? I'm glad you're okay, Megan. Oh, the news is heartbreaking. No, I've never heard. Might have to Google it. Right, so I don't normally do pink looks. That's something that I don't do, so it might not turn out that well. But we're going to be going over the lid anywhere. Right, that'll be enough pink. What else am I using? Shall we use some of that purple as well? Yeah, we'll use some Crush. Oh, basically this granddaughter posted content of her nan. Sadly, her nan passed away on the 5th of June. Oh. But what kind of content was it? Was it just normal content? Yeah, I get that the nana died, I get that. I'm just wondering, it doesn't sound like she's done anything wrong, the granddaughter then, or am I missing something? I mean, or did they post the content of the nana not being alive? Is that what it was? I don't know. I'm just guessing at this point. Rest in peace, praise be to Nana. Yes, it was normal content. She was 91. Jess was her carer. Ah, right. Okay, so we've got a bit of purple in the outer corner there, which I think looks nice. Technique glitter primer. Let's get some on. Oh, 2 hours ago they put it out that she'd passed away. Sucks. But she was a good age, wasn't she? Not that that makes it right. 91 is quite an age to live till. I don't think I'll ever be ready for my mum to pass away. No one's ready for it, are they? I'm like, I'd rather go first. It's a bit morbid, isn't it? Right, so just trying to figure out what eyeliner I want to do. I feel like if I do pink on the lash line, I'm going to look like I've got pink eye. Let's try it anyway. Made by Mitchell, All Smudge No Budge in Pink Drink. Considering it's mainly pink up here, and we're going to have a pink shimmer. Okay, that's done. Right, so now, Cuddles, this one here, we're going to go in with that. Just really nice and smooth. It's a really pretty shade, that. I bet that one would look all over the lid really, really nice too. It's not really sparkly, which is not what I want here really. That looks nice actually. Let's just go over it a little bit. It's like an ombre eye. I'm going to leave it up to this point, so I'm going to leave this purple. This pink that I'm using at the moment, Cuddles, is very, very sheer. I think I'm going to use the other pink over the top. Okay. So when I say the other pink, that one's called Heart. And I think this one does have a little bit of shimmer in it. Yeah. Not as much as that Flirt shade. That's really, really pretty. I still want to use this Heart shade by itself tomorrow. Wow, I really, really like this look. I know I said it yesterday, but I feel like this is probably one of the best looks I've done with this palette. I like the ombre style of the pink and the purple. I didn't think I would. I wasn't even going to go down that route, actually. I mean, I'm not a pink person. I've said this before. I'm just not. But then again, I'm not a purple person. Let's get loud. Let's get pink. Looking lovely with the shimmer. Right, I just want to blend this out. This purple. Thank you, Dinah. And you thought it wouldn't turn out. Looks so pretty. Thank you, Lisa. Right, I want to go back in with that Revolution contour palette just to blend out those shades. So, here. You always have to trust the process. Sometimes the process doesn't work out, but in this case it has, I think. Right, we're going to go in with Flirt on the inner corner. Which is gorgeous. It's my most favourite shade in this palette. This one here, because it has that blue shift. I think you can see it on camera. So it's a purple but with a blue shift. So we'll start off here. Take it quite high actually. Down there. Oh, stunning. Playing with colour can be so much fun. Oh, that's stunning. Andrea, stop it. Stop saying it's stunning. Mascara, what we're doing at the moment, guys, for all you that don't watch every single live, I've got 3 here. So I've got the W7 Absolute Lashes. I've got the Revolution Relove Long Lash Lengthening. And I've got the Essence of False Lashes Mascara. I used this yesterday, I think. So let's go on with the Revolution Relove. I don't particularly like any of them. I mean, I can tolerate them, but I don't particularly like any of them. I don't just want to get rid of them. So I'm just trying to use them up. So explanation over for that. Right, let's get some of this on. Yeah, I don't like the brush. I might give this to my niece. Girls just want to have fun. Here is an approval. I don't feel like it does much for my lashes. My niece might need a mascara. I might give it to her. I feel like the other two do things for my lashes. This one just doesn't. I'm looking in this mirror and I'm just looking at my skin and it looks quite nice. Yeah, I'm getting rid of this one, guys. I think I've tried it too many times and it's just not doing anything for me. Right, what we're doing for lips. Right, I feel like I should show you these because I got them around Christmas time and I don't think I've ever actually wore them in a video. The problem is they're messy. So it's Tarte Maracuja Magic Juicy Lip Duo. So little set like that. I'll tell you what shades I've got. I might just get rid of the packaging. Yeah, let's do that. So we've got a Maracuja Juicy Lip Vinyl, which is this one. That shade is Hibiscus. And then we've got Daffodil in the Maracuja Juicy Lip Plump. I actually broke one. I remember when I got it in the Black Friday sale and I broke one. I clicked it up too many times. Can you see how messy they are? If you have these, be careful. Because if you click it up too much, it's just going to go like that. What does the other one look like? We'll use this one. So the lip vinyl, the Maracuja Juicy Lip Vinyl. Now, I wanted these Maracuja tight lipsticks for so long and I don't think I like them. They're just going on my lips and it feels like they're melted. Feels quite thick as well. Can you see? It like melts to the heat of your lips. I mean, I like it. I like the colour and everything, but I just feel like they're messy. And I feel like it's not gone onto the lip line properly as well. That's the colour. I mean, you couldn't start doing that, could you, when you was out and about? You couldn't take them out and about and start messing with your lip line. So that's why I don't like them. I don't know if I'm going to keep them. I might just declutter them into the bin. I know my mum won't want to mess with it either. And my niece also doesn't wear these kind of colours. I mean, this one, is one of those lip plumper ones, so maybe we can try that tomorrow, because that's like a pinky brown, and we'll go with the overall look that I do tomorrow. I've got all these lips in here. It's not as much as there was, like it was literally up here. And I'm trying them all out, and then the ones I don't want, they're just going to get decluttered. Anyway, I agree, Angie, the mascara would give me anger. Yeah, not the biggest fan of it, and I have got 2 more mascaras in the drawer anyway that need using, so I don't need to keep it around. The colour is beautiful. Thank you, Dinah. I think it is beautiful. It's just feels thicker than I would like. It's messier than I would like, so it's kind of a case of like, you don't need that in your life. You don't need the stress of putting a lipstick on like that. Anyway, that is what the look looks like today. I'm liking it. I think it's nice. Tomorrow, this is the last look that we're doing, where that one's going to be all over the lid. I'm going to try and do something different with a more, because obviously it's a pink. There's going to be another pink look, so we'll try and do something different. Maybe I'll do a liner with this shade as well. Just try and make it different to the look that I've got today. Anyway, now's the time to go to my mum's, so thank you for joining me today. It means a lot. And if you've not already liked the video, I would love it if you did. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all soon. Bye guys.